What if the most powerful intervention for your health is not hidden in a laboratory, locked inside a prescription bottle, or buried within an intense fitness routine, but instead lies in something so simple, so ordinary, that we often overlook it completely? 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes of walking. Not as a workout, not as a performance, but as a quiet, consistent conversation between your body and the world around it. There are 5 subtle yet profound shifts that begin to unfold when you commit to this daily act. Your circulation awakens, your metabolism recalibrates, your brain chemistry softens and stabilizes, your joints rediscover motion as nourishment, and your internal clock, the rhythm that governs your entire biology, begins to realign. As you take your first steps, something immediate and invisible begins to happen. Your heart, often perceived merely as a pump, starts adjusting its rhythm with remarkable sensitivity. Blood vessels dilate slightly, allowing oxygen-rich blood to travel more efficiently. This is not dramatic, not explosive, but deeply intelligent. The body prefers consistency over intensity. In these 10 minutes, circulation improves not just in your muscles, but in your brain, your skin, your internal organs. Each step becomes a signal. We are alive, we are moving, we are adapting. And then there is metabolism, a word often reduced to weight loss. But in truth, it represents the totality of your body's energy transactions. When you walk, even briefly, your muscles begin to use glucose more effectively. Insulin sensitivity improves, which means your body handles sugar with greater precision. This is not about burning calories in a simplistic sense. It is about restoring metabolic harmony. A short walk after a meal, for instance, can quietly lower blood sugar spikes, reducing long-term strain on your system. It is a gentle correction, repeated daily, that accumulates into something transformative. But perhaps the most immediate shift is one you can feel without any scientific instruments: the change in your mind. Walking has a unique relationship with the brain. It is rhythmic, bilateral, almost meditative. Within minutes, stress hormones like cortisol begin to decrease, while endorphins and serotonin subtly rise. This is not the euphoric rush of intense exercise, but a calmer, more sustainable clarity. Thoughts begin to organize themselves. Emotional tension. You are not escaping your mind. You are recalibrating it. And then there are the joints, often silent until they begin to ache. Movement, especially gentle and consistent movement, acts like nourishment for them. Cartilage does not have its own direct blood supply. It relies on motion to receive nutrients. When you walk, you are essentially feeding your joints. Synovial fluid circulates more effectively, reducing stiffness and improving flexibility. Over time, this reduces the risk of degeneration, not through force, but through repetition and care. Finally, there is something deeper, something that connects all these systems together: your internal clock, your circadian rhythm. The human body is not just a machine, it is a timed organism. Exposure to daylight during a walk, even for 10 minutes, helps regulate this internal timing system. It influences sleep quality, hormone release, digestion, even mood. When you walk at a consistent time each day, you are sending a signal to your biology. This is when we are active. This is when we engage with the world. And the body responds with alignment. What makes this so powerful is not the intensity, but the accessibility. There is no barrier to entry, no complex technique to master, just a willingness to begin. And in that beginning, something shifts. Not just physically, but philosophically. You start to see health not as something to chase, but as something to cultivate through small, consistent acts. 10 minutes may seem insignificant in isolation, but biology does not operate in isolated moments. It responds to patterns. And when a simple pattern like walking becomes part of your daily rhythm, it begins to reshape your physiology in ways that are both measurable and deeply felt. So the next time you consider your health, don't ask what is most advanced or most intense. Ask what is sustainable. Ask what your body quietly responds to, day after day. Because sometimes the most profound changes begin not with a leap, but with a single, deliberate step.